Alright, so another video for Wusik Station, and this time I'm going to talk about the amplitude envelope, actually the graphical envelope, because they are the same for the amp envelope and also for the modulation envelope. So the first thing I'm going to do is load the initial sample player patch. Just have a sine waveform, but I'm going to go to the sound sets way down, waveforms and sawtooth waveform. And I'm going to show how this graphical envelope works. If you click on any of the small circles, you can move them around, and it's going to set the time. As you move left and right, sets the time, and up and down the volume for that stage. So it's going to go from the first stage on the left all the way to the last stage on the right. That's how it's going to play. So the first two stages here are that attack. So it starts from 0, always starts from 0, unless you want to hear the clicky sound of the waveform, like on a B3 organ, then you can start at 1 instead of 0. Otherwise, always starts at 0. And you can see that my time here is 0.004 seconds, so it's very fast. And then I have a decay that goes to sustain 1, and then goes to sustain 2, and goes to 0. That's from the sustain 2 point forward is going to be the release part of this envelope. And from sustain 1 to 2 is going to be the loop part, the sustain part. So if I move this little circle here all the way down and hold a note, you can hear that it's sustaining from sustain 1 to 2 and doing this loop here. If you don't want that, you can also set, just click and don't move the mouse, set sustain 1 and 2 to a particular area. Let's make this a bit shorter. So you can see that it goes from the start until it reaches the sustain 1 and 2, stays in there as you hold the keys, release the keys, it goes to the other nodes. In this case I had just one, but I could add another one. Let's say I click here, new node, and I can do some sort of echo here if I want. This is going to click a bit because it's going to end very fast. So it's always going to follow the nodes as you play around. So let me click again here, set sustain 1, here sustain 2. If you click in an empty space without moving the mouse, it's going to open the global options for the envelope. So you can select the new node, you can select the ADSR mode instead, so it's not going to be a graphical envelope anymore. You can remove all the nodes, and it's going to add a custom default setting. You can reset the zoom and save a template. So how to zoom in and out? Just press the mouse and move right and left in a place that has no circle, no nodes, and you can zoom in and out. And if the envelope is now too large, I can right click it and drag left and right to see everything. Let's reset the zoom. But the fun thing about, let me remove this guy here, remove node. The fun thing about this envelope is the sustain 1 and sustain 2, because I can make some very short kind of LFOs with that. And you can see there's, let me zoom in a bit. Just click and drag to zoom in. You can see the circles, the small ones, are going to be the curve of that node, or the stage actually. And the curve is going to be exactly what the output of the envelope is going to be, because I use the same code to create a curve and to create the output. So what you see is what you get in this case. And now I can adjust the time without having to drag the nodes. I'm going to right click to do a fine tuning on the time. Let me adjust this node so it starts faster. And since this is polyphonic, each node is going to start a new envelope. If I go to time near 0, it's going to stay at the top. It's just how the code works. So this is pretty much how the graphical envelope works. You can do also, let's reset this guy here, remove all, okay, and reset zoom. This is a free falling envelope now. You just have a instantaneous attack, and there is no sustain. So even if I hold my keys, it's going to sustain. It's going to release, sorry. And I think that's it. If you have any other question about the graphical envelope, just let me know and try to do another video. And since I'm already here, I'm going to add the oscillator here. I'm going to enable the oscillator with just a bit of fine tuning. I'm going to go next sound to new layer. So now I have 2 layers. It's possible that it's going to click a bit because my envelope is just opening without any attack to filter any initial sound. So, but it's not in free mode my sound. But I can see that this waveform starts at the top, so it can click. So the best thing would be to add a new node here and to add a very quick attack. I'm going to do a bit of zoom and try to do a very short attack. Yeah, that's very short, so that should play a bit better. There you have it, 2 layers. So actually now we have 4 voices per node because it's 2 layers plus the dual voices, the dual oscillator. So it's 4 per note. So that's pretty pretty wide sound, I would say. But I was also add a bit of delay. I'm going to add as a send and turn my send here. There we go. Just something simple. And another thing, we have the velocity here. It's just how much velocity is going to be used. The linear option here, when you are working with graphical envelope, if I select the linear, it's going to make it a fixed linear envelope, even if I have some curves selected, like the exponential or whatever. And I think that's it for this video. Just a short one, just to really show the envelope. And everything I said here applies to the modulation envelope. It's all the same controls, it's exactly the same code. And the only difference here is that you don't have key track for the envelope on the modulation. And you have invert. Oh no, you have key track. Sorry, I forgot. It's been a while. You have key track. You have everything that the amplitude envelope has, plus the amount. So the amount is going to multiply the output of envelope before you use as a modulation to anything you want, like a filter, volume, or effect. So I guess that's it for this video. So thanks for watching.